Hello everyone. Now today we will see the problems related with functions. Okay, so the first problem, see here, if gx is given x square plus x minus 1 and g of x is given 4x square minus 10x plus 5, then we have to find f of 5 by 4. Okay, so I hope basics you all know, so we are not going basics in detail. Now here we have to find what is f of 5 by 4. Here g of fx function is given and here g of x function is given. So let us understand how from these two functions we will get fx. Now first here the function is g of fx. Now g of x is what? It is g of fx, and this g of fx is given 4 times x square. This is given as 4 times x square minus 10x plus 5. So therefore, if I say what is g of f of 5 divided by 4, if I check this value, then this will be equal to 4 times 5 divided by 4 square minus 10 into 5 divided by 4 plus 5. So this is 4 into 5 5 is 25, 4 4 is 16 minus this is 10 into 5 divided by 4 plus 5. So this is equals to now 4 4 is 16. So this is 25 divided by 4 minus this is 10 5 is 50, 50 divided by 4, and this I can write as 5 4 is 20, 20 divided by 4. So therefore g of f of 5 divided by 4, from here I will say that this is equals to, now 25 minus 50 is minus 25, minus 25 plus 20 is minus 5. So this is minus 5 divided by 4. This is my first equation. Also g of x is given x square plus x minus 1. G of x is, it is x square plus x minus 1. So therefore g of fx, now g of fx will become fx the whole square plus fx minus 1. So therefore g of here f of 5 by 4, this will be equals to f of 5 divided by 4 square plus f of 5 divided by 4 minus 1. Now this g of f of 5 divided by 4, from 1 we got at minus 5 by 4. So here replace it, it is minus 5 divided by 4 is equals to, here it is f of 5 divided by 4, f of 5 divided by 4 square plus f of 5 divided by 4 minus 1, and this minus will come here, it will become plus 5 upon 4. So I will get 0 here. So therefore here we will get this is a quadratic equation in f of 5 by 4. So therefore f of 5 divided by 4 is equals to minus b, that is minus 1, plus or minus root of b square, that is minus 1 square is 1. This is 1 divided by 4. So minus 4 into 1 divided by 4 whole divided by 2 into a, the value of a is 1. This is a quadratic equation. Now this 4 4 will cancel, 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is minus 1 divided by 2. So let us check, minus 1 divided by 2 is there? Yes. So option C is the right option. Now let us move to the next question. Now here the problem in front of you is the domain of function is, now domain is given, it is minus infinity to minus a union a to infinity. Then we have to calculate what is this a. Okay, so how you solve? Fx, this function fx is given sine inverse of this mod x plus 5 divided by x square plus 1. Okay, so how we proceed? We have to find domain. Domain means we have to find all the possible values of x. It is actually given, but once we find, then only we can get the value of a. So here you know that sine inverse is defined only for minus 1 to 1. So that means we can say that this mod x plus 5 divided by x square plus 1, it will be greater than or equal to minus 1, and it will be less than or equal to plus 1. Okay, so from here I can get to equation. Now here if you see this mod x, numerator is mod x plus 5, so that will give you a positive value. Denominator is x square plus 1, that will also give you a positive value. So definitely this is going to be greater than minus 1. So I am much more interested in the value which is less than 1. It is surely never going to be less than minus 1. So I will say that here mod of x plus 5, this will be less than or equal to x square plus 1. So therefore this will give us an equation, quadratic equation as x square minus this mod x plus 1 minus 5, that is minus 4, is greater than or equal to 0. So x square minus mod x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. So here this expression, okay, it should be less than 1. Okay, so now this mod x, if you want to eliminate, then you have to take two cases. Case 1, you can say, case 1 is for when x is less than 0. This whole expression should be greater than 0 when x is less than 0. So when x is less than 0, mod of x can be written as minus x. So therefore this expression will become x square plus x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Now can I make it a factor of two numbers? Can I divide minus 4 in two terms? So surely not. Now here in this equation, if you find a root means for which this whole thing is 0, the roots will be minus 1 plus or minus root of b square minus it will become plus, so upon 2. So that is, it is minus 1 plus root 17 upon 2, and it is minus 1 minus root 17 upon 2. If I plot the graph for this function x square plus x minus 4, now x square plus x minus 4 along y-axis if I plot, then its value will be 0 when the value is minus 1. So suppose here we have minus 1 minus root 17 divided by 2, and here definitely I have a value of minus 1 plus root 17 upon 2. So your graph will be something like this. So your function is more than 0 when your x is belonging to this category or this category, right? So here the solution is here I will say the solution is minus infinity. It is from minus infinity to minus 1 minus root 17 divided by 2. Okay, so either this will be the solution, or we have solution as from minus 1 plus root 17 divided by 2 to infinity. Okay, this is one solution we get when we consider that x is less than 0. Now here x is less than 0, so this particular side does not include x less than 0, so this will not be the part of solution. Okay, this will not be the part of solution, so I will not consider this part. I will consider only this part, minus infinity to minus 1 minus root 17 divided by 2. And the next case is case 2. Case 2, when x is greater than 0, then my expression will be x square minus x minus 4 greater than 0. It is x square, our expression is x square minus x minus 4 greater than or equal to 0. So now here if I check the root, so here the roots are 1 plus or minus root of 17 divided by 2. So again here if I plot the graph, I will get 1 plus and 1 minus. So here I have a point 1 minus root 17 divided by 2, and here I have a point 1 plus root 17 divided by 2. Now I am talking about greater than 0, and the curve is something like this. That means here solution is x belonging to 1 plus root 17 divided by 2 to infinity. Okay, so in case 1 we get solution this, and in 2 we get solution this. Both these solutions are valid, so my final solution will be, so hence solution is x belong to, either it belongs to minus infinity to 1 minus root 17. Here we got minus 1, this is plus root 17, minus 1 it is minus 1 plus root 17 divided by 2. So it is minus infinity to minus 1 plus root 17 divided by 2, or union of here we have 1 plus root 17 divided by 2 comma infinity. So in these two ranges, okay, my answer, okay, domain will satisfy. So minus infinity to minus a. So here if you take minus common, so here x belongs to, we can say that x belongs to minus infinity comma minus, if I take common, it is 1 minus root 17 divided by 2, union, here it is 1 minus root 17 divided by 2 comma infinity. Something is wrong, I think. A to infinity, the value of a here I am getting 1 plus root 17 divided by 2, and here I should get minus 1, okay, minus 1 minus root 17. -1 minus root 17. Okay, I'm writing solution is wrong. So this will be plus. Okay, here it should be minus. Both terms should be negative term. Both terms should be negative. But this case is for x greater than 0. When x is negative, it is -1 minus root 17 divided by 2. So -1 minus root 17 divided by 2, I will take minus sign common. So I will get minus of 1 plus root 17 divided by 2, and here it is 1 plus root 17 divided by 2 for a value x greater than, here it is 1 plus. So that means the value of a we are getting as 1 plus root 17 divided by 2. So let us check if we are getting option 1 plus root 17 divided by 2. So this is C option is the correct option. C is our right answer. Okay, now here we have third problem. The inverse function, we have to find the inverse function of this fx is equals to 8 power 2x minus 8 power minus 2x divided by 8 power 2x plus 8 power minus 2x, where x belongs to -1 to +1. Okay, so the limit for x is given, it is between -1 to +1, and I have to find this value. Okay, so when the x is between -1 to +1, here the numerator is a positive value, denominator is also a positive value. Okay, so I will find that in all the four expressions this log term is positive, and we yes definitely need that log term should be positive. Now what will be your approach, how you find the inverse function? Okay, so if you remember that whenever we have to find inverse function, we replace this fx with y. So I can say that y is equals to, here we can say that y is equals to fx. So when you say y is equals to fx, your x will become f inverse of y. X will become f inverse of y. Okay, so I will find f inverse of y, and when I replace y with x, I will get f inverse of x. Okay, right. So let us start. Let us say that this y is equals to 8 power 2x minus 8 power minus 2x divided by 8 power 2x plus 8 power minus 2x. Now what you have to do here, you have to convert x in terms of y. So for converting x in terms of y, what you can do, you can first simplify it. You can say if I multiply by 8 power 2x, then this expression will become 8 power 4x minus 1 divided by 8 power 4x plus 1. So now this is a little simple. This is y is equals to 8 power 4x minus 1 upon 8 power 4x plus 1. Okay, then next what I will do, I can cross multiply or componendo dividendo. You know what is componendo dividendo? This is y upon 1. So this first I will reciprocate it. So therefore I will say that 8 power 4x plus 1 upon 8 power 4x minus 1. This will become 1 upon y. And now when I apply componendo dividendo, I will get here 8 power 4x plus 1 plus 8 power 4x minus 1 divided by 8 power 4x plus 1 minus 8 power 4x. This minus minus will become plus, is equals to, it is 1 plus y upon, this is 1 minus y. Plus 1 minus 1 will cancel. This will become 2 into 8 power 4x divided by, here it is cancel, and 1 plus 1 we will get 2, and here we have 1 plus y divided by 1 minus y. Now this 2 and 2 will cancel, and if I take a log on both the sides with base 8, so I will get a 4x into log of 8 to the base 8. So this log 8 will cancel, and here I have log of 1 plus y divided by 1 minus y with base 8. So this will become 1, and therefore I will get the value of x as 1 divided by 4 log of 1 plus y upon 1 minus y. Now here our base is 8. Okay, let us check in option 1 plus y upon 1 minus y, that is 1 plus x upon 1 minus x. Yes, we are getting 1 plus x upon 1 minus x in option C and in option A. Okay, so this B and D, these two options are not correct. We have to think out of this 1 A and C. Now in A we have base as E, so I have to convert this as base of E. So what is the rule for converting base? So here I will write base E 1 plus y upon 1 minus y. Then the rule of change of base is that here I will divide by log of e to the base 8, and when I take the reciprocal of this denominator, it will be log of 8 to the base e into, now we have log of 1 plus y upon 1 minus y to the base e. This is x, and x is nothing but this is f inverse of y. So therefore what is f inverse of x? F inverse of x will become 1 divided by 4 log 8 to the base e into log e into, this is 1 plus y upon 1 minus y. So here this option C is matching with the answer which we got. So 1 divided by 4 log e to the base 8 into log e into 1 plus x upon 1 minus x is your answer. Okay, now let us see this question. Here our function is defined from real number to real number. Fx is x upon 1 plus x square. We have to find what is the range. Range means what is the possible value of fx. Okay, so to get what is range, what we do, we express this fx as y. So here also we will say that y is equals to x upon 1 plus x square. Now we rearrange it, it will become 1 plus x square into y is equals to x. So therefore here we will get, so this is we have y into x square minus x plus y equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, and if I find its root, I find the value of y for which this whole expression will become 0. The value of y for which this whole so here the value of x, therefore we can say that the value of x will be 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus b square minus 4ac. So it is 4y square divided by 2a, so 2y. So the value of x, it is, if I wanted to express x in terms of y, it is 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus 4y square divided by 2y. Now here you can easily see that 1 minus 4y square should be greater than 0. Here 1 minus this 4y square, it must be greater than or equal to 0, right? So this will give me 1 minus 2y into 1 plus 2y. I factorize, I will get 1 minus 2y, 1 plus 2y. It will be greater than or equal to 0. Now if I plot in number line, if I try to analyze this by using wavy curve method, here the root is 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2. So minus 1 upon 2 will be somewhere here, 1 upon 2 will be here. Now if the value is more than 1 upon 2, if the value is more than 1 upon 2, then what I will get a negative value. So when it is more than, I will get a negative value. Then if it is between minus 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, it will be a positive value, and when it is less, it is a negative value. So whenever this variable is first and then you have minus or plus sign, then you start with plus, plus, minus, plus. And if this variable is a second term, then it will be like minus plus minus. Okay, you can use the values and put here in this expression and try to get the answer. So when you are getting this value as positive value, when you are between minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. So here minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2 is the result. That is between minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2 we have the solution. So now between minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2, what we are getting solution, we are getting this as positive value, we are getting the values of x are possible, means x is possible for these values of y. Values of y means range, I will say range. So range is possible between this minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. So therefore we can say that y belongs to minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. So this is our range. So here range is option A, between minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. Now again the problem is find the range of the function. We have to find the range. So what we can do, we can find the value of x. One way is that. But if you observe this expression carefully, you can say that this fx can be written as x square plus, now denominator is x square plus x plus 1. So numerator I can write like that, x square plus x plus 1. Here it is 2, so it is plus 1 again, divided by x square plus x plus 1. So you can write this as x square plus x plus 1 upon x square plus x plus 1 plus 1 divided by x square plus x plus 1. So this is your 1 plus this is 1 upon x square plus x plus 1. So your range is yes, it is more than 1. So here you can see that in all the 4 options it is given more than 1. So what is more than 1 means what? X belongs to real number also. So let us find what is the possible value for this. So this is 1 plus 1 divided by, let us write in this perfect square form. So I will write this as x square plus x. Now I will add 1 divided by 4 and subtract 1 divided by 4. So plus 1 divided by 4 minus 1 divided by 4 plus 1. Okay. So this will give you 1 plus 1 divided by, here it is x plus half the whole square, and this is minus 1 plus 4 is plus 3 divided by 4. Okay. So to get the higher value, okay, to get the higher value means for getting lesser value, this denominator should be as large as possible, where denominator can take approximate infinite value. So your this term will become 0. So your value will start from 1, and for this upper limit, this denominator should be as small as possible. Now that could be possible when your x plus 1 by 2 will become 0. So your maximum value, I will say that. So here fx minimum, I will say that fx minimum is 1, but it will not include 1 because this is never going to be 0. It will be very, very close to 0, but it is never going to be 0. So your fx will be greater than or equal to, greater than 1, I will say. Okay, I will say that fx is greater than 1. Okay, for f minimum, and for f maximum, this term will become 0. So for f maximum it is 1 plus 1 divided by, this is 0 plus 3 divided by 4. So it is 1 plus 4 divided by 3. Now 4 divided by 3, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 divided by 3. So therefore the value of fx, here fx will lie between, it is greater than 1, and it is less than or equal to, 7 divided by 3. So therefore your range is between 1, and 7 divided by 3. Now 7 divided by 3 is included 1. So 7 divided by 3 you have to include. So option C is your correct answer. Right? Okay. So these are a few problems that we have tried in this class. This is first problem that we have seen. G of x is given x square plus x minus 1. G of f is given. You have to find f of 5 by 4. Now look carefully that how these kind of problems you can tackle. Okay. Second type of problem we have seen where mod is involved. Okay, and we have find how to get the domain of the function. Now here we have the problem to find domain of the function, and this is how we get the domain of the function. If you know a different method to solve this problem, you can share that with me. Okay. Now third problem was here we have to find inverse function. Now inverse function means fx is equals to y is given. We have to find x, which is f inverse of y, and that is how you find the inverse of a function. So this is inverse of a function. Here in this problem we have to find a range of the function, means what is the possible values of this x upon 1 plus x square, that is what is the possible values of y for any given value of x, what is the possible value of y. So here we simplified and we find that okay, we are getting one quadratic equation, and from that we will express x in terms of y, and this is expression of x in terms of y, and where we understand that 1 minus 4y square, it should be greater than or equal to 0, and from there we got the result. And yes, here in this last problem we have to find range of the function. Now if you observe this expression carefully, you can simplify this expression, so directly you can find the range. Okay, no need to cross multiply and all those things. This cross multiplication method is actually the standard method by which we can find range. Okay, so fine, we will see in next class and see a few more questions related with functions. Thank you.